Good afternoon, everyone. This is Benson Lee from ADVANTECH Taiwan. It's my pleasure today to discuss a very serious topic about smart manufacturing. But before we get into that, right, I was always curious about how many of you, right here in this audience, have yelled to a machine before because it's not working, or be frustrated. I think at least I did, right? So I think some of you might share the similar experience as I. So with the help of AI, today we build a machine that can listen to your yelling and respond. And even maybe providing a response faster than your coworker. So now let's get into the more serious topic about smart manufacturing. So I think the past two speech is very excellent, and I think it's give a segue to my introduction slide today. So what is the current smart manufacturing? So if you, I think everybody has a different definition about smart manufacturing, right? But in an AI era, smart manufacturing is about several things. So I think Bright, the first speaker, has spoken about data collection, right? Is one of the most important thing in AI, because data is the fuel for AI. So without data, right, the AI cannot happen. And so one of the things about smart manufacturing today, right, it's about what we call IT and OT convergence to the edge AI. Because IT, right, information technology, has always been moving much faster than OT, operation technology. Because it's a standard interface, it doesn't have to control a lot of I/O, it doesn't have to control machines. So it's a standard PC-based type of architecture. So before we have the ERP, MRP, and all these different IT systems, and now they are all moving into AI-based data collection, right, and migration, and even now going into agentic AI, where you can give some command and you will try to adjust the system for you. But on the OT side, it's moving more slowly, because we coming from a physical AI, right? We have a hardware-based POC, we have a hardware-based SCADA. And now, slowly, all these data are still, actually maybe still in silo today. And so now, because we need to implement AI, so we need to break all this silo and make all this data flow to each other, right, seamlessly. And also, before, all these data are one way, right? We collect the data, but we don't interact with the data. But now, I think the second speaker just talking about software-defined, like POC, software-defined, motion control, which now you can make a use of the data two-way, right? You are not only collecting them, you can also interact. And you can say, okay, help me improve the yield, right? And then the machine will respond by the software POC, software control. And so then eventually the IT and OT will converge together. And I think that's where ADVANTECH can be a help for you. Because ADVANTECH is, we provide a total solution, not just on the system level, but also on the connectivity level. Because before you implement any AI at all, you need to have the data in place. And so I think on the right, we have all the connectivity solution, which I think you just, when you come in to the exhibition area, you'll see all these are hanging on the wall. And then once you have the data, then we have all the AI enabled hardware, right? With a GPU that can help, make use of this data and make intelligence out of that. So then once you have, all this infrastructure in place, then we can start talking about different AI workloads. So there's an evolution of different AI workloads. So starting with perception AI, I think a lot of people noticed about AI maybe, 5-10 years ago when there's a lot of vision-based AOI type of applications. So that's perceptive AI. And I think until last year, then I think everybody maybe just get to know about ChatGPT, right? Which is based on generated AI. But then 1 year from now, I started using ChatGPT just a little bit, like last year. But then gradually I'm become a really heavy user now. Every day I'm interacting with it. And so it tells you how powerful it is, right? So I think the generated AI is already now in everybody's everyday life. Even, when you take a picture, right? How to make your picture more beautiful, or even take out some of the unwanted audience, right, in the background. So these are all very good use. And then now all these are more passive, right? Meaning we are just collecting the information and try to get sense out of it. But then now there's a new type of AI, it's agentic AI, right? Which, instead of being passive about just, trying to figure out what to do with the data afterwards. Now with agentic AI, you can even move before any defect happens or any thing that happens. You can proactively, right, to deal with some of the things. And then comes with a physical AI, which is the most difficult, right? That means you have to maybe like for a robot, right, to interact with a real environment. That means you need to not only be able to run the robot actions, right? You also have to process all the perception. And now even when I was starting this speech about, yelling at the robot, right? You also have to process interactivity. So everything has to be in one. So that means the AI compute level has, to grow and grow. Unfortunately, as you can see, Advantech now has a solution offering on the edge AI side that can make sure that your AI workload can execute and be able to support you, right, for future-ready AI workloads. And so there's also, in each workload, right, there's also a different cycle of AI development. So I think there's this new three-computer concept, right? In order to do AI, you are not just, running large language model, because that's only part of the equation. So how you generate the data, right? How you, sometimes, these data are very hard to find. So for example, if I'm deploying a AMR inside a factory, and you want the AMR to avoid hitting a person, and so this type of data is very hard to catch, right? It's almost impossible to have a person to get wrong twice for you to capture the data. So then you have to leverage what we call simulation. Leveraging the powerful GPU, using the ray tracing technique, you can render really realistic photos that can use for robotic training. So that's one computer, right, for simulation. And then you feed those data, right, into the training to process it in order, and eventually you will produce a model that's good for inference and deployment. So again, Advantech has all the right offering for you to deal with all this different development stage. And so now you can see we have AI devices, right? Edge AI devices ranging from 50 TOPS, and now all the way to 2,000 TOPS Or even with a server, you can add more graphic card, and you can have a lot of tops, right? It's scalable. And that means no worry about any type of workload you want to deal with. And today, I think one of the hero product that I want to introduce is Advantech, the latest JSON Thor based platform. Because I think I think the last speaker talked about all-in-one, right? Because it's the industry, the trend is moving everything into one box. Whether it's for perception, right? Meaning interfacing with camera to collect all the special information surroundings. But robot has to move, right? They have to deal with the actuation, moving the robotic arm, moving, if it's a humanoid robot, there are even more IOs to control. But then the robot is no use if it doesn't provide the interaction, right? So that means that you have to run the large language model and be able to do a natural language processing, and even using the large language model, the VLM, to collect the surrounding information to do labeling. So all these are very different AI workloads, but all has to actually to run in one box, right? Because humanoid robot, you can not take out too many weights, right? And the volume of having hybrid system on a box can consume battery, can consume space, and so it's not practical. But now the NVIDIA recently introduced a JSON platform, which is actually a leapfrog from the last generation JSON Orin system. So it's from the Orin was running about 275 tops, but now you have a JSON Thor that can run over 2,000 tops. That's 8 or 9 times the current performance. So I think today we are going to show some of our reference design. We are able to integrate everything in one box by leveraging the power of JSON. So Advantech, we are not just providing a software to help our partners to deal with different AI workloads. Now we are also introducing what we call Advantech Solution Pilot. It's a pilot reference design that we are actually providing to all of our partners and customers to accelerate their AI implementation. So we have a different pilot target for different sector, ranging from what we call edge agent for a type of industrial safety application, or what we call the AMR dev kit, right? Target for AMR or service robot, a type of usage. And then we also have reference design for medical and also surveillance, etc. So what we want is to actually help customers to accelerate their AI application implementation. So let's see what it can do, okay? So let's start with the AMR. So this is the machine I'm talking about, right? You can yell to them. So maybe we can just run the video. Okay, so what we did was we actually using just one box. So we integrate, right, the AMR perception. If you have some time, right, you can stroll to the exhibition area where we actually show a prototype. You can count how many cameras it has. It actually has one 3D LiDAR, two 2D LiDAR, 4 fisheye camera, and 4 3D camera. So that means that's the amount of I/O data, right, it has to process. And on top of that, we use the box to do the actuation, meaning we can control the AMR navigation. And then we also run the large language model, right, to interact, just like what you see in the video. So that just shows, the potential, right, of how this AMR not just moving things around, but now it's a platform that can really interact with people and actually be useful. So, for example, one of the use case, right, for us is actually used in the hospital. Because during the COVID, we have to do the disinfection, right, of the hospital every night. So what we did was using the platform, we were able to identify those objects that needs to be disinfected, like a door handle or like a chair or anything people touches, right? And so it's not just moving around, it's leveraging the power of LLM and VLM and be able to do something really useful. So the capability keep changing, and also with the increasing power of the AI compute of our platform. So we're talking about the 3 computer concept, right? So now we are just leveraging the inference part of the platform. We are also using the simulation part. So maybe I show a couple of videos just to show you. This is only happened during last month in the Taipei Automation Show. We and the 2 partners showcase 2 solutions based on Omniverse. So we have a customer, right, who actually wants to leverage the capability of simulation before they are like system integrators, before they deliver the project to end customer. They want to use the Omniverse platform, right, media, to actually calculate the optimal layout, right, of all these factory machines before they turn everything to the customer, so they can be more communicate more closely and be able to deliver a solution that really hit the customer's target and expectations. Okay. And also another one of the video is there's a retail environment we built out, and it's using robotic for using the simulation for robotic training. So as you can see, we have exactly the real and simulation in the exactly same rendering, right? So you can it's modeled from the physical store to have an exact copy on the virtual part. So you can use the data generated in the simulation environment to train your robot for the retail. And I think lastly, we also want to showcase one of our reference design for the edge agent, right? So this is for industrial safety. So maybe let's play the video. Right. So I think the video is playing, right? So right now we have this also reference design. When we call reference design, it's actually open source. So you can find all this reference design on GitHub. So basically we have this no-code interface that able to load different AI models. So you just specify whatever parameter is, and then you can quickly put together some workflow. Right? For example, right now it's detecting like a fire or detecting sparks, right, in electric box, and you can also use it to detect if the fire door, right, is closed or not. All these can be put together really fast, and so I think if you use one of the AdvanTech hardware, you can leverage this reference design as a resource for you. And the last one is about the protection gear. If you were wearing the right protection gear for the workplace, like a factory.
White glove, right?
Okay. And this one is about if you have some restricted area, if you put some stuff there, and you can quickly detect. So we encourage you to actually leverage the reference design and to accelerate for your AI applications. So again, for the edge agent, basically we're able to ingest any of the IP camera or USB camera file and be able to run the VLN, LLM, and then once it made the detection using AI, we also integrate MQTT, can trigger additional workflow or devices. Okay, so all these reference design are on the GitHub, so feel free to take a picture and you can take a look, and if any of interest, right, you can contact us and we can help you. Okay, that's it for my speech today. Thank you.